we are continuing on examples or questions on soil. So we are going to have more work on the soil. So number one, the process of soil erosion is usually from A, rill to sheet to gully, B, gully to rill to sheet, C, from sheet to rill, from rill to gully, D, from sheet to gully, from gully to rill. This particular question is trying to examine us whether we know the stages of erosion from mild one to a serious one. When rain falls, the falling rain drops break up soil particles. Then the runoff water carries some of these surface particles, which we call sheet erosion. But by the time it's forming a channel on the ground, become real erosion. But the time it becomes a gully or it becomes a deep ditch, this is the time we see erosion destroy roads, making a whole building to collapse and so on. So, with this explanation, we can now pick the answer. The simplest form is sheet erosion, followed by real erosion, then followed by gully erosion. So C answers our question. So question to number one is option C. Question 2. Water retention is highest in soils which are rich in A, sand, poor in humus, and devoid of clay. B, clay and sand, but poor in humus. C, clay, humus, but poor in sand. D, sand, humus, but poor in clay. Now, an experiment has shown that clay have the highest water retention, followed by loamy. Then sand have poor water retention capacity. Now, the humus content in the soil also help to bind the water and retain water in the soil. So from that, let's look at the one that is most likely to give us the highest water retention level. A start with soil, the sand poor in humus, so A cannot give us the appropriate answer there. B, clay, yes, and sand, but poor in humus. Sand and clay, so we will not jump into that answer. C, clay, humus, but poor in sand. That's sand well. Look at D, sand, humus, but poor in clay. So from all the options, C is more appropriate here. The C option is the answer, which is clay, humus, but poor in sand. Number 3, the origin of the mineral particles in the soil is A, humus, B, weathering rock, C, microorganism, D, water. We are talking about origin of minerals particles. Humus is later. This organic nutrient to the soil. Dead organism add mineral to the soil. That's later. It's not the origin. Then microorganism, they add on dead body to produce humus. So cannot be. Water is just a medium that encourages decomposition in the soil. So the origin, the real minerals are in the parent rock, which is with the weathering rock. Answer to number 3 is option B, weathering rock. Question 4. Atmospheric nitrogen is replenished in nature through A, activities of denitrifying bacteria, B, breaking down of ammonium salts in the soil, C, activities of nitrifying bacteria, D. Activities of putrefying bacteria. This question is clearer if you understand nitrogen cycle again. Now, replenish means replacing or adding. After using, you add more, you replace it. Nitrogen in the atmosphere is being replaced continuously. Through which method? Activities of putrefying bacteria. Putrefying bacteria are saprophytes. They feed on their decaying organic matters and in the process, breaking the organic matter down into its nutrients. C. Activities of nitrifying bacteria. These are the bacteria that convert ammonia to nitrate in the soil. So, that is not adding nitrogen to the air. B. Breaking down of ammonia salt in the soil. To what? This is not specific. And A. Activities of denitrifying bacteria. We know that it is this group of bacteria that act on nitrates and convert it to atmospheric nitrogen. So, the plausible answer to the question is option A. Activities of denitrifying bacteria.